If you think about buying a home, this is your window. After years of rising home prices and high mortgage rates, the market has finally shifted and you need to act fast. Otherwise, you might miss out on sitting on that front porch, drinking an ice cold cherry Coke, as Rascal Flatts sang in their hit song Mayberry, watching the world slow down in your own slice of paradise. The last few years, the dream of homeownership may have felt elusive, but I'm going to go in depth sharing the most recent mind-blowing, crystal clear data to describe why you should probably buy a house right now. I'm no Andy Taylor, but as sheriff of this channel, I'm excited to share the good news. And at the end of this video, I'll explain how getting a super low mortgage interest rate is as easy as shooting fish in a barrel. Pew pew! Redfin's latest data shows the typical mortgage payment has dropped by about $290 per month compared to just a few months ago. That's not just a number, that's a crucial change that could unlock the door to your new home. Whether you're eyeing a cozy cottage or a spacious family home, lower payments mean your budget can stretch further. Or for some of you, it means you might finally qualify to buy a house. For the first time in a long time, home prices and rates are finally playing nice. Inventory is increasing, giving you more houses to choose from, and interest rates are falling, making homes more affordable. Isn't it nice to finally see things improving for you? But this is the spot where a lot of buyers make a huge mistake. Waiting might seem like the smart thing to do, but housing markets can be volatile, and trying to time it, well, it's nearly impossible. And this is one shindig you don't want to be late for. I mean, Avi, I've seen it happen multiple times in my 20 years as a realtor here in Utah, and it's heartbreaking. Not to mention, with each passing month, you're missing out on the chance to build equity, create memories, and hang that porch swing. Speaking of swings, these sudden market shifts, like the one we saw after the pandemic, occurred so fast that a lot of people didn't realize what was happening until it was too late. My goal is to keep you ahead of the curve so you don't strike out. So here's the deal. It really just comes down to you and me talking straight. The affordability of a home always boils down to three things: home prices, mortgage rates, and your income. And for the first time in a long time, all three are finally moving in the right direction. Now, I'm not saying that buying a house is suddenly easy or stress-free, but like Lloyd Christmas said,
so you're telling me there's a chance? Yeah!
And honestly, your chances might be better than you think. Let's dig deeper into mortgage rates. For several months now, Donald Trump has been kindly and persistently asking his buddy JP, aka Jerome Powell, to lower rates. And the recent announcement by the Fed to decrease the rates, with two more likely this year, as this chart shows, has caused mortgage rates to tumble. In May, rates sat around 7%. The steep decline at the end of this chart shows that we are now closer to 6.3%. That might not sound like a huge deal at first, but if you look back at that last chart, you can see how even a small drop in rates can really change what you're paying each month. As I mentioned, the recent drop to 6.3% could save you around $300 every month just from the rate change. And for a lot of people, that slight decline has been enough to get them off the sidelines, while many others can finally qualify to buy a house. The VP and Deputy Chief Economist at the Mortgage Bankers Association said the downward rate movement spurred the strongest week of borrower demand since 2022. Purchase applications increased to the highest level since July and continue to run more than 20% ahead of last year's pace. He just said two things that should have made your ears perk up: strongest week of borrower demand since 2022, and purchase applications increased more than 20% of last year's pace. Simply put, a lot of people are suddenly looking to buy a home. It's reminiscent of what happened after the pandemic. Those who bought first got the best deals. As demand spiked, inventory shrank, and prices soared. Those who were late to the party paid the price. Literally. They ended up with fewer options and paid tens of thousands of dollars more. This perfectly illustrates what's known as the first mover advantage. I don't think the market will be as crazy this time around, but those who buy first will not only pay less for a home, but they'll also be much more likely to get seller concessions. So, what will realistically happen with house prices? The most recent Utah housing data should give us a pretty good idea, but as we look at these numbers, it's important to note that mortgage rates were still high in August. In the orange box, you'll notice that homes are sitting on the market longer. In the green box, we saw a slight increase in homes sold year over year. And in the red box, home prices are also up slightly from a year ago. So home prices in Utah have remained pretty stable, even with these higher mortgage rates. If you live in Utah or a similar market and you think home prices are too expensive or that the market will crash, I'm sorry, it's just not going to happen. The law of supply and demand is a basic principle of economics. For those of you who don't study or even look at the data, many areas of the country, Utah included, are suffering from a shortage of housing. Fortunately, in Utah, as well as many other areas of the country, we currently have more homes on the market than we've seen in a long time. This will slow the rate at which home prices rise, but you can expect home values to increase. If you want to buy a house, you should at least start looking. I've had 2 clients recently who were shocked by the deals we were able to get. Home sales are also expected to continue increasing, but could we see double-digit gains? It's rare, but Lawrence Yun, the chief economist of the National Association of Realtors, recently said if mortgage rates fall or remain around 6%, then home sales are forecasted to rise by 10 to 15%. And after 3 years of super low sales, it's primed to pop. His analysis indicates that a 13% gain in home sales is likely. When he said 3 years of super low home sales, this is what he meant. Here you can see a massive drop-off of homes sold in 2022 and 2023. And this shows a decline in home sales since 2021. Lawrence Yun is one of the nation's best housing market forecasters, and I've learned to trust his analysis. Now, what about new home construction? Well, the National Association of Home Builders just shared this. Sales of new construction homes surged 20.5% in August. That's 15.4% higher than a year ago. And the sales price was 1.9% above the price 1 year ago. Let's go a little deeper with Yoon, who said, historically, home sales, when combined with lower rates, will stimulate movement. And record high population, as well as record high employment, should lead to higher home sales. And as you can see here, wage growth has outpaced consumer price. In other words, our incomes are increasing faster than home prices right now. The market is clearly turning the corner, and I want to show you how to get the best deal right now in today's market. In just a minute, I'll share how you can get a crazy low mortgage rate, maybe even below 5%.
That's what I'm talking about!
But first, if this video has been helpful, please click the subscribe button and leave a comment below to let me know if I should continue making these types of videos. Okay, because I love you, here's a warning. If you're serious about buying a home, it won't be long before many others start to jump into the market. As this happens, you'll have fewer options, home prices will go up, and seller concessions will go away. I highly recommend getting pre-qualified with a lender as soon as possible. If you're looking to buy a home here in Utah, I know which ones are best. Feel free to reach out to me. Okay, how do you get an amazing mortgage rate today? Well, in Utah, as well as many other areas of the country, home builders are desperate for sales, and they're offering crazy incentives, which often include massive mortgage rate buydowns or paying your closing costs. I recently helped one client get a fixed 30-year rate at 4.99% and another at 3.99% on a 7/1 buydown. How crazy is that? If you're looking to buy a home in Utah, I'm a new home construction specialist. Please feel free to reach out to me before you visit a model home. Just so you know, my services won't cost you a dime because the builder will pay my commission. So you get professional representation for free. I know who the good builders are and the ones to avoid, as well as which builders are currently offering the best incentives. I look forward to helping you take the next step to sitting on that front porch swing, hanging out with your best buddy, me, sipping a nice cold Coca-Cola and watching the world go by. Now, if you're looking to move to Utah, but you're not sure what to expect, you'll want to watch Is Moving to Utah Worth It? Look for the link below. If you're looking to buy, sell, or build a home here in Utah, I get contacted all the time. Please feel free to call or text me with your questions. I'd love to hear from you. If you have a friend or a family looking to buy a home, you can easily text this video to them. And please, don't forget to hit the subscribe button below and ring the bell to be notified each time I post new videos. If you found this video helpful, please give me a thumbs up. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to ring that little bell below. It'll make you feel good.